I thank the chair and I welcome the witnesses. They've just called votes, so we'll proceed as best we can, but as the chairman said, we will have to excuse ourselves and suspend the hearing at some point. So I welcome the witnesses, look forward to hearing from you. We're here today to talk about jobs in states and localities, and the hearing is specifically to talk about energy jobs, which, as I understand the majority's point of view, it is oil and gas jobs. I thank the chairman for his decision to discuss jobs at the state and local level and growth in the economy and innovation that goes into that. A number of the witnesses will testify that unconventional oil and gas production has brought increased revenue and jobs to the local economies, and that's undeniable and will be interesting to hear. But it's important to recognize that there are other sources of revenue in our economy as well, and other jobs. Last year, state parks were visited by more than 725 million person visits, providing collectively $20 billion of economic benefit to surrounding communities. States and localities receive more than $39 billion in tax revenue annually due to the outdoor recreation industry. If you take indirect impacts into account, the outdoor recreation industry is responsible for something well over $1 trillion in economic benefit every year, and well in excess of 10 million jobs. There are several areas in the country where the potential damage that can be done to this kind of industry actually is serious and noteworthy, even though in some places the revenue from oil and gas drilling is large. This can be even larger. Energy efficiency is a resource that is cleaner, cheaper, quicker to deploy than drilling new wells. Energy efficiency reduces greenhouse climate changing gases, saves money for customers, generates jobs. End use efficiency has been responsible in a number of places for dramatic reduction in energy intensity. And so when you consider the kinds of structural changes that occurs in some places in this country, as there's a shift from heavy industry and intensive manufacturing to high-value services, then improvements in energy efficiency we see have supplied more energy than domestic coal and natural gas and oil combined. And this is likely to be a long-lasting and increasing trend nationwide. State and local governments are laboratories for innovation in energy efficiency policies and programs. Policymakers, regulators, and citizens at all levels increasingly recognize that energy efficiency is crucially important to their economies. States are pushing to maximize energy savings potential in their efficiency policies. In New Jersey, a few years back, the state enacted legislation mandating the use of high-performance green building standards in state construction. And a program called Sustainable Jersey was created. It's a nonprofit, nonpartisan organization that administers a certification program for municipalities that want to go green, as they say, and save money and take steps to sustain a quality of life over the long term that they want. Sustainable Jersey provides tools and training and financial incentives. And it's really remarkable how when you give municipalities identifiable, achievable goals, and the recognition and public approval that comes from achieving those goals, how much they can accomplish. It really is remarkable. And other states like Massachusetts, California, New York, and Oregon continue to make broad, long-term commitments to developing energy efficiency as a state resource and continuing a long-term solution that doesn't depend on drilling and extraction of fossil fuels, fuels of the 19th century. we should be looking to oil and gas drilling where it's appropriate, but not as the savior of our local economies. Where there are booms, there are also busts, as some of our energy-producing areas know all too well, and we should break out of that cycle. I yield back my time. Thank you.
Okay, and thank you.